country. The benefit of having a playoff system is that you can use each and every bowl sponsorship to have all these teams host a bowl game, and each individual team that is selected or is automatically selected by winning their conference title will have an opportunity to play in a playoff system, whereas that you have a bowl game at the Insight Bowl, you have a Sun Bowl, you have a game at the Rose Bowl.
So it's up for these guys to kind of get involved and get to the schools and say, hey, you can still get your money out of this, but we can have a more fair system to get a more clear-cut number one. Because in NCAA basketball, it seems to work out fine, but for some reason in these bowl games, some people just don't want to give up this guaranteed money that they're getting. And I think that we've been cheated in many games where we've seen teams get blown out, and the two teams got their money, and it's like one team's on vacation, and I'm not going to mention any names, but we'll be back with Real Deal Sports after these messages. Back with Real Deal Sports. I'm Garrett Street here with Les Johnson. Les, we got the Tigers. These guys have made some acquisitions lately, key acquisitions, I would say. Would you think that they will benefit the team, or would they be detrimental to what the Tigers are trying to do?
I think what the Tigers have done has been great during the offseason. Acquiring Dontrell Willis, acquiring Maglio Cabrera, and Jock Jones. They've done a great tribute to themselves as an organization. Pud Rodriguez is getting no younger. We have older guys like Kenny Rogers that's getting elder. And I think they're trying to win now. I think it's a great opportunity. The Tigers have done a great job for the organization by acquiring Dontrell Willis and Miguel Cabrera, as well as Jock Jones. The team is not getting any younger. They're focusing on winning now. They gave up a few young guys, Mabin, Andrew Miller, and as well as some other young draft picks. And today they're looking for an opportunity to win a World Series now. And Detroit has been looking for that opportunity since we lost to the St. Louis Cardinals several years ago. And now with this team, we can compete with the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees.
Dontrell Willis was banged up last year as far as injuries, and also he had some games where he was hit hard by some teams. Do you think him coming to the American League and the batters not being used to what he does will help him this year with the Tigers?
The benefit of Dontrell Willis coming to the Detroit Tigers is that he's playing in Comerica Park. He's not playing in Florida. It's always warm all year round during baseball season. And the benefit of playing for the Tigers, you have a great organization backing you with a lot of stability and history, as well as a good unit of players behind you in the lineup to help you as far as your offense and defense.
Manager Jim Leland has said he could bat anywhere between 3 and 5. Where would you put Miguel Cabrera in this Tigers lineup?
Currently, right now, the way it would stand is that you would have Granderson 1, Polanco 2, you would have, I think, Sheffield 3, and then we have Ordonez 4. I would put Cabrera after him and then run the table as the following.
Wow, they talk about Murder Inc. That would be the new Murder Inc. Jones is a center fielder. You think he'll be fine playing left field with Curtis Granderson owning center field for the Tigers?
Well, since we let go Craig Monroe, we do need to fill the void in that spot. And Jock Jones will come in and fill that void very well. He's an outstanding hitter. He plays the defense very well. He's a desirable athlete that loves to go out and get the ball. So if there's a ball going towards the going towards the wall or in the gap, he'll go out and get it. He has the speed to do that.
Welcome back to Real Deal Sports. I'm Garrett Street here with Les Johnson. Les, we got a big fight coming up this weekend for the undisputed middleweight championship between Floyd Mayweather and Ricky Hatton. Who do you like?
I have to go with my Flint, Grand Rapids homeboy, Floyd Mayweather. I think this is going to be a great fight for Floyd. A lot of people think Ricky Hatton has a chance to come in the ring and dominate him because he seems like he's a really aggressive guy. But like we've seen over the years, every time Floyd steps in the ring, he's very well prepared. His endurance and his conditioning and his quickness overmatches everyone that he competes against.
Can Ricky Hatton come in and roughhouse him with these tactics and frustrate a class fighter like Floyd?
I think in the last few fights, several fighters have tried to overpower Floyd Mayweather. His quickness is impeccable. His hand speed is unquestionable. This guy's desire and his want to be the greatest in boxing history is going to that to that title. I feel Floyd Mayweather is considered one of the best in his weight class, and I think he deserves to be considered the pound for pound champion in his weight class. This guy has been undisputedly one of the best at his age category and his weight category.
People have said that Floyd has trouble with his hands lately. He's been getting them wrapped, a lot of massages. Will his hands be okay? And will he be able to punch hard enough to keep Ricky Hatton from smothering him?
Well, if you're a boxing fan, you notice that Floyd doesn't punch. He doesn't have heavy hands. The difference with Floyd and other boxers is Floyd is so quick that he gets points based on him touching you in areas where he can catch up points, count points. I mean, his whole thing is to dodge as many solid power punches and tap you and hit you as many times as he can to count points against you.
So Ricky Hatton should make this more of a brawl than a boxing match because, of course, his skills aren't up to a Floyd's, and his skills as far as a boxer are more of grabbing, headbutting, elbowing, pushing, holding, and hitting. So he must make this a messy fight for it to for him to have a chance to win, you think, huh?
In order for Ricky Hatton to win, he would probably have to brawl and really just go at Floyd. But I've never seen anyone intimidate Floyd or make Floyd change his fighting style to benefit that other boxer. So I think Floyd will go out and show the American people and the fans of boxing what he really about. He really wants to be the pound for pound undisputed welterweight champion in the world and retire as the best.
Yeah, let's face it, Ricky Hatton, although he's fought a couple of fights in America, he really hasn't fought anybody. In one fight against an up-and-coming world-class guy, Colozo, who's not a top 3 fighter, but probably a top 10 fighter, dropped Hatton, gave him a lot of problems in that fight. And to step up against a guy like Floyd, well, that may be a problem for Hatton. So this weekend, we got the big fight coming up, and we'll be right back with more from Real Deal Sports.
Thank you for watching this edition of Real Deal Sports. I'm Lester Johnson. Please check us out on bofonit.com. And if you want a free computer, check us out at boftech.net.